Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this for a moment. You're in a relationship and everything seems fine, or at least it appears to be. But beneath the surface, something is happening. There's a test, a hidden, unwritten test and evaluation that you don't even know exists. And here's the kicker: most people fail at. Why? Because it's subtle. It's hidden in plain sight, and it reveals a fundamental truth about the way men and women interact. Men subconsciously evaluate women through an invisible test that determines compatibility, trust, and long-term potential. This isn't a test they set up deliberately, nor is it something that comes from manipulation or deception. It's a natural, instinctive process zone, deeply rooted in evolutionary psychology. From the earliest days of human history, men have had to assess whether the women they chose as partners were capable of standing by them through hardship. Life is unpredictable. It comes with struggles, setbacks, and moments of crisis. In those moments, a man needs to know if the woman beside him will be a source of stability or additional chaos. He doesn't do this consciously. Rather, he observes patterns show she reacts to stress, how she handles disappointment, and whether she is supportive when things don't go as planned. Women, for the most part, are unaware of this evaluation. They may think relationships are judged based on love, attraction, or even communication. While these things matter, they are not the ultimate deciding factors. The hidden test happens in the small, unspoken moments, and it determines whether a man will trust, commit to, and invest in a woman long term. Most women don't even realize they are being tested until it's too late. While attraction and charm play a role in the early stages of a relationship, they are not what ultimately determine a man's long-term investment in a woman. Men are wired to seek something much deeper: reliability, stability, and emotional resilience. A woman may captivate a man with beauty, intelligence, or wit, but if she fails to show that she can be trusted when life becomes difficult, she will eventually lose his confidence. Men instinctively test for this reliability in subtle ways. They notice how a woman reacts when plans change, when pressure builds, or when they face unexpected challenges. Does she remain calm and supportive, or does she escalate the problem with emotional volatility? Can she offer reassurance and patience, or does she withdraw and create further instability? These responses send powerful signals about whether she will be a partner he can rely on in the long run. This is why a man may lose interest in a woman even when everything seemed perfect at first. If, over time, he senses that she adds to his stress rather than alleviating it, his subconscious tells him she is not the right choice. Strength and reliability matter far more than fleeting attraction. Many women fail this test not because they are incapable or unworthy, but because it goes against their natural instincts. Women are naturally inclined toward emotional expression, nurturing, and seeking connection, which are vital qualities in relationships. However, this test requires something different. It demands resilience, patience, and the ability to handle stress without becoming overwhelmed or reactive. When a man faces difficulties, whether personal, professional, or emotional, he is unconsciously observing how the woman in his life responds. If she meets his struggles with frustration, blame, or emotional outbursts, she signals that she may not be a stable force in his life. On the other hand, if she remains composed, supportive, and solution-oriented, she passes the test without even realizing it. Most women don't fail because they are intentionally doing something wrong. They simply don't realize the test is happening. They may believe that expressing frustration or withdrawing is natural, not understanding that these reactions are interpreted as instability. A woman who understands this can adjust her approach, not by suppressing her emotions, but by developing the ability to navigate challenges with strength and perspective. This subtle shift can make the difference between long-term commitment and quiet disengagement. A man's true judgment of a woman does not happen when everything is going well. It happens in the difficult moments when he is stressed, when he fails, when life throws obstacles in his way. This is when he subconsciously evaluates whether she is a source of strength or an additional burden. During these moments, he is not looking for a woman to fix his problems, but rather to see how she responds to them. Does she remain patient, encouraging, and steady, or does she panic, complain, and add to the chaos? A woman who stands by him, who remains calm and supportive even when things are uncertain, signals to him that she is someone he can trust in the long run. On the other hand, if she becomes impatient, unsupportive, or overly critical, he instinctively begins to withdraw, sensing that she is not someone who can endure life's inevitable struggles with him. This is why a man may distance himself from a woman even when there seems to be no obvious problem. It's not about minor disagreements or temporary stress. It's about whether over time he feels safe leaning on her in difficult moments. That silent evaluation determines the future of the relationship. Just as men subconsciously test women for reliability and stability, women have their own hidden tests for men. These tests are not deliberate, nor are they manipulative. They are instinctual. Women are wired to seek out partners who exhibit strength, ambition, and emotional security. While men assess whether a woman will stand by them in hardship, women evaluate whether a man can lead, protect, and provide stability in an unpredictable world. A woman may test a man by observing his reaction to challenges. Does he remain composed under pressure, or does he crumble? Can he make decisions confidently, or does he hesitate and seek validation? If a man consistently shows weakness, indecisiveness, or emotional instability, a woman will feel less safe in the relationship, often without fully realizing why. These unconscious tests are deeply rooted in evolutionary psychology. Women needed to ensure that their partners were capable of handling adversity, protecting the family, and providing for their future. This instinct still operates today, even in modern relationships. Just as men seek reliability in women, women seek strength in men. When both partners pass each other's tests, trust is built, and the relationship becomes one of true mutual respect and stability. Understanding this hidden test can transform relationships, allowing both men and women to develop deeper trust and long-term stability. When a woman becomes aware of how men instinctively assess her reliability, she gains the ability to navigate challenges in a way that strengthens the bond rather than weakening it. This isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending to be perfect. It's about cultivating resilience and demonstrating that she can handle life's ups and downs without becoming overwhelmed or reactive. Likewise, men who recognize that women have their own subconscious tests can step up and develop the qualities that foster a strong, healthy relationship. Instead of feeling frustrated when a woman seems to challenge him, he can see it as an opportunity to demonstrate leadership, emotional control, and decisiveness. When both partners understand these unspoken evaluations, they stop working against each other and start reinforcing their connection. Relationships thrive when both people recognize what their partner needs on a fundamental level. The key is not to manipulate or perform, but to genuinely embody the qualities that foster trust. A woman who proves she can stand strong in difficult moments becomes invaluable to a man, just as a man who demonstrates stability and leadership earns the unwavering trust of a woman.